Day 21. Last night I had to go in a little early because, like I was saying, Courtney and Sebastian and Mila are all sick, so they were not feeling good, so I only got to work till like 8 o'clock. I still did good though. I finished, that's the fridge. I finished that panel. Pantry, wall oven, uppers and lowers all the way across. Dishwasher's going here. Finish those uppers, but these two have to be, well, yeah, this has to be moved over. I need 3 inches, I think. I gotta measure again, but so I have to move these two over. So I'm gonna put a spacer, I believe, here, or one here and one there. I gotta see, so, because that, and thank God I even had the extra room on this side, because the layout of this layout, the paperwork is wrong. The dimensions, I don't know if the hood that goes here, if it's the wrong one, but it's like 2 inches bigger. So the way, if I laid it out according to the paper, I needed 2 inches, and that would be if the hood was touching each cabinet, which I don't want. You want a little space on each side, so I need to gain a couple inches, and which is okay because I do have the space over here on the corner. So I'll just slide these over. This is the stove top, which I want to be center. So wherever the hood is, center. This is center. And then this is just a little spice rack, so I can throw a filler right in here, and no big deal. This is what it looks like with the filler. So, can't even tell, just wider. So so this would be technically, 1, 2, 3, instead of just 2. But fillers are used all the time, because if your room is whatever, just say 100 inches, the cabinet sizes might not add up to 100 inches. So you go a little smaller, you put a filler. You try to get as close as you can, because you don't want a million fillers everywhere. There's no reason to, but sometimes, almost every kitchen you have to. So today, I'm gonna move these real quick. This is all screwed together, but I'm gonna mount it to the ground. And then I'm pretty sure I'm going to put the legs, one leg here, one leg there, and then the trim that connects it all. So the island is 100% done. And then I'm probably going to put all the doors and drawers back in. Or am I? Yeah, probably, because I have to vacuum all the cabinets out. See all the dirt on the bottom. I'll vacuum them all, and then I'll throw the doors, cabinets back on, so they're out of the way, they don't get damaged, or doors and drawers, I'm sorry. And then I think I'm gonna tackle grouting the bricks, get that over with. So it's ready for the wood stove, because then the next big chore is the flooring, because our washer and dryer just came, the fridge just came, so now it's like, now the appliances are coming, so I need the flooring done so I can start to bring things in, which I cannot wait. Especially the fridge. We're doing the little camper fridge. And it's we have one little mini fridge outside of the camper, and and then the camper fridge inside, which is like in the middle, mini and full size. So we cannot wait to use a regular fridge. So this thing's gonna feel like a walk-in closet compared to the fridge we're using now. So I would like to at least get that in, and then as soon as the wall oven comes, that's going to go right in too, because I have the wire for that. So I just have to run that, put the panel, or put the breaker and we can use the wall oven, so we can actually really start cooking. All right, I gotta go fill the water for Courtney real quick, and then I'm gonna get started. Okay. Now I'm just gonna, I marked this island last night. See, now that it's all screwed together, it moves in one piece. Now I'm just gonna lay this down. This is much easier with 2 people, but I don't have 2 people. Oh, okay. So you don't want to grab it, like lift it from the frame, because especially this heavy, you never know. I don't know if it's gonna rip apart or not. Okay. So here we go. So you can see, well, that's how close I was. My original mark when we framed the house. Just like quickly laying it out. Here I was exact, almost a couple inches off. So there's my marks. I'll do the inside one, and then I have to just measure. So I'm going to screw a 2x4 down on the plywood, but I need to measure the thickness of the cabinet a 1/2 inch. So my 2x4 is going to stay a 1/2 inch in on all sides. So then when I fold this back down, it just goes over the 2x4s. And I honestly really only need where am I? So I'm on top of a joist here. So if I put one here, and then over here I'm missing one, so I probably put one across in the front, so it catches this, and one in the back. That way this side's screwed down, that side's screwed down. You don't need them all the way. I used to do them all the way. I mean, it's definitely not going to hurt, but you just don't really need it. I mean, once this piece of granite goes on, it's never going to move anyway. But you want to be extra safe, and you want to make sure it's actually secure and not just sitting there. So I'll probably just do one on this side, 2 on this side, and then that's it. Okay, so there we go. I got this one, got some 3-inch screws in that. You can see that one's sitting right on a joist, which is nice. And then these 2, they caught this joist right here. And then I just put a couple extra screws to catch the plywood, which is still fine, because I'm still catching 2 pieces on that joist. Now I'm just going to flip this up and put screws in the bottom. And then it shouldn't move. As long as I put them in the right spot. There we go. Perfect fit. Just make sure everything is where I want it before I screw it down. So I'll just put a screw down there. 1, 2. And that'll get covered with trim. 1 on the bottom kick plate here. And then, 2 more from the back. That'll be good. Okay, now this is what I was really excited for. Nice little legs for the island. Now I'm just connecting these pieces. I got some They just gave me some different size trim pieces, and I'm cutting them down to size. So the sides, the short pieces are wider, so they'll go deeper. And then the front one, because that's where you're going to sit, so that might be like, I don't know, this half, I might just split it in half. So it'll be a thinner piece. So like this piece here is two. I might just rip this down the middle. I actually have some trim pieces back in the dining room that I can use that are already, I think 3 inches from they're like the regular fillers. So I got this leg, and I have to cut the post down to size. But my chop saw blade is so bad, I have to use the skill saw. And it's good, but I would have liked it this little bump gone. But I might just, I think I'm going to sand it down or use the Dremel, cut it. So now I'm going to do this side. Okay, so now doing it by myself, I had to tape it up. I just tape just to hold it, and then I'm gonna put some nails in this side and this side, and then I'm gonna cut some scrap wood for the corners, so I can put some screws to really hold everything good. Okay, that did not work. Well, it worked, but I'm yapping away and it fell off. So I'll do that again. Okay, there it is. All done. I put these two braces in the middle just to hold this piece nice and straight. Could be because it's only 2.5 inches wide, so it was like a big bow. So I want to keep everything nice and straight. And there's the island, all finished before the trim. Take a walk around it. Okay, now I'm just going to clean up all the cardboard mess, and then I'm going to get ready for grout after that. My God, that's a lot of cardboard. I don't know what was more annoying, cutting up the cardboard or picking up all these little corner pieces. But we're good now, all cleaned up. All the doors and drawers and trim is all in here, in the hood. And now, my least favorite part of anything is taking out all the spacers. So, yeah, really not that fun, especially when they're stuck. But these ones should not be stuck because the brick tile, they're a little thicker. So, oh, jinxed myself. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Well, you never know, some might be. But I'm gonna pick them all up. Then I get my grout bucket and get this done. Okay, we got all the spacers out. Now we're gonna mix up some grout. Got my 5-gallon bucket of water. That's for wiping. So once I put the grout, I got a cat litter jug of water to mix. So I'll put the, whoops, okay. I put the grout in the brick, and then I'll do like a section, probably 2 by 2, and then I have a sponge, and then you wipe it, rinse the sponge, wipe it, and keep going. So just kind of mix this up. Just add some water, mix it a little bit more. good. You want grout kind of like, I don't know what consistency this is. I want to say like, I don't even know. Less than peanut butter. No, yeah, little less thick than peanut butter, and say more thick than like mayo, if that's even a good comparison. Not too wet, not too dry. The good thing is you can always wet it if it starts drying up. So let's see here. Did a little piece right here. So we'll scoop some out. Grouting is the easiest thing you can do. And then you just push it in. And that's it. You go over the same spot. Make sure you work it in a couple times. And that's it. Clean it off. Clean all the extra grout so you don't waste it. And so it's easier to wipe. Some will fall down here. No problem. Scoop it up. Put it in the bucket. Then I'll grab my sponge. Stay there. Okay, so my bucket and my sponge. Rinse it out. And I always wipe on an angle. So you don't want to wipe with the lines. You can. I mean, if you're gentle, you can. But you just, especially like this with thicker grout lines, you don't want to. You don't want to if you don't have to, because it'll take the grout out. So you want to just kind of wipe on an angle and just make the grout as flush as you can. That way you don't have any big dents, and you'll see it comes off. If this was glass or like shiny tile, anything with like a polished finish, you really only need to wipe it once or twice before you move on. But with any matte finished tile like this, you gotta really make sure it's good, especially this white grout, white brick. You gotta make sure you don't miss and leave any big chunks, because once it dries, there's not too much you can do. And that's it. Now I gotta do this whole bowl. That first mix got, got probably half of that wall, so I'm hoping this one bag does the whole thing so I can return the other bag. The worst thing about grouting is the hands. You can wear gloves, like those big, they sell like big rubber orange gloves, like dishes, like kitchen sink gloves. Some people wear by the tile section, but just from doing it so much, the gloves like always, either they'll still fill up with water on the inside, or it's just hard to, because like you really do need your fingers sometimes. So with the gloves, it's just it's just too hard. So sometimes I would wear them if my hands really bother me. I'd wear them and take them off, but usually this always is how it ends. The wet isn't the problem. The grout dries out your hands, so it's just very irritating, especially when you're doing a lot. If you're doing just a small bathroom floor or something, it's no big deal. But here, something like this, you really need your fingers because you're going all along the edge, and you don't want to leave a bunch of grout chunky on your sheetrock, especially if you're say if I was just doing just this at someone's house as a job. I'm not going to paint, I'm not going to spack, I'm not fixing anything, so, well, if you destroy it, you will be, so, yeah, I'm going to go change this water, and then come in and mix a new batch. Okay, we're all done. I wipe it as I go. You can see this is wet. Now I'm wiping it. So I did everything. I wipe it as I go. And you can see this white powdery spot. That's where maybe I didn't wipe it as good. So I'm going back. This is my second time with fresh water. Got 2 buckets. And I'll see how good. So technically this will be the 3rd time wiping it. My second time with new water. So we'll see how it looks after it dries. I got this little space heater. I'm going to put the fan because I spilled the water. And I want this dry and no moisture for tomorrow because I want to do the floor. So I don't want to trap any moisture. It'll still dry because the basement, there's no insulation yet. But I just want to get it as dry as possible up here so less problems with the floor. Actually, the floor doesn't matter anyway because it's vinyl. But still, if it's perfectly dry, that's better. So I'm just going to wipe this up. I just got back from giving the kids baths, so finish wiping this. And then I'm pretty sure, I think I'm going to start cleaning and vacuuming the floor again. Okay, we are done. It's day 21. I just vacuumed, swept and vacuumed. Put all the garbage by the front door, so in the morning I will empty that first so I can finish cleaning the floor, and then I'm gonna load up all the flooring in the house and excuse me, and then I'll load up the flooring, and then I'm gonna start, so that floor is on. Then I'm gonna start the flooring from here. Work my way out this way, and then by the front door and the laundry room I'll have to go backwards. Then I'll come down here, go down the hallway. So I'm going to do the living space first, and then when I get down to the end of the hallway, I'm probably going to go to the left, get the master side done first, and then I have to go backwards for one. I'm thinking the flooring is probably going to take me 3 days. So tomorrow, I won't count tomorrow because I still have to clean and get ready. So tomorrow is Wednesday. So hopefully Saturday, I'm done with the flooring. And then that would be amazing. Then Sunday, I'll probably put all of the doors on, and then Monday all the trim is getting delivered. So Monday, yeah, so Sunday doors, Monday trim, probably Monday and Tuesday trim because I still have to do the cabinet trim too. We're planning on moving in next, so today's Tuesday, so not this Friday, next Friday. Because then all our appliances will be here. We won't have countertops for a while, but I'm going to make it work. I'm going to put a piece of plywood on the island, and we can just put some tablecloths on it. And then I'm going to put a piece of plywood for the stovetop, so we can have that and use that. So we'll still have a fully functioning kitchen besides the sink, because this well guy, we're just waiting on the well guy. So there's nothing we can do about it. But it's going good. And then probably the week after we move in, I'm hoping to finish the master bathroom. And then the week after that, probably paint the whole house. And we'll be in good shape. And then we should have granite by then too. So that I can't wait for. And the wood stove, and you know what? Yeah, and our windows and doors will be in the end of next week too, so maybe we'll wait to move in till we have windows, which would be great. actually have some light. But it's going good. We're getting there. Just cleaning the floor after the spackle, guys, is like, I have to go over every piece and every piece. I just work like, so here's the seam on the plywood. I work from here to the, full 4x8 sheet. Scrape it, sweep it, vacuum it, then scrape it again after that, and then I'll sweep it one last time and vacuum it, and then it's good for flooring. You really gotta do it twice because the first time you just cannot see everything. It's way too much chunks of spackle and they step on it, so it's like little chunks. The big chunks are easy. They stand out, knock them right down, but it's the little stuff that's not good. But okay, that's it. Day 21. Did a good job, and tomorrow's another day.